once.
And you don't want to give me a straight answer. Is that it?
Your nose is as sharp as ever, huh? Not bad.
Yeah, well, not as sharp as yours on a good day.
You'll have the facts soon enough.
It's safe to assume our standing orders will stretch into next week. But word through the grapevine is we're gearing up for a big mission a month from now. One where a bunch of wet behind-the-ears graduates are slated to be our main backup.
That can't be right. Why do something like that? The cadets have been through enough with the last Titan attack. Why subject them to that kind of danger again?
You have to wonder how many of those snivel drop runs peed themselves.
Surely this can't be the case.
Mission planning isn't my responsibility. But it is Ervin's. And you can bet the man's obsessed over every angle.
That's the truth. Especially given how unique the situation is. Consider how many people died on the path to taking back Walmaria. Then hope comes in a form no one expected. One that we're not even entirely sure how to deal with. Most of us still find it hard to believe. So how does it work, this whole changing into a Titan trick? Really?
Wish I could tell you, but the fact is my memory's not clear. Guess it's kinda like being in a trance. I do know the trigger seems to be hurting myself in some way. Like biting my hand. Wait, why do I know that, but nothing else?
You're not going to get anything out of him, apart from what the scribblers have laid out in the reports. Not that you know who won't have a go at it. You'll be lucky to come out of it alive if that one lays into you. Of course, it's only a matter of time.
Who are you talking about?
Ow! I'm so sorry. Good evening, Team Levi. How is Castle Life treating everyone?
You're too early.
Am I? Suppose I couldn't help myself.
Section Commander Hanji?
Hello, Aaron. In the event you haven't pieced it together yet, it's my job to spearhead the Scout Regiment's research efforts. Essentially, I poke and prod our captive Titan specimens. I'd very much like your help.
My help? In what way? Like, what would I have to do?
Join me, of course! On a quest of scientific discovery!
Well, I'm happy to help, except I'm afraid it's not up to me. I'm under close restrictions by order of the higher-ups, you see.
Levi, what's on the docket for him tomorrow?
Clearing out all the weeds?
Excellent, then. It's cinched. Young man, tomorrow will be grand.
Okay. But, just so I'm clear, what exactly will I be doing? Are you running experiments or something?
Idiot, shut up.
Ah, I knew it. You possess a singularly curious mind, don't you? Well, my inquisitive friend, if you insist. Why not lay it all on the table? I intend to get better acquainted with the Titans we lucked upon in trust. As a scientist, naturally I started with a standard battery of tests we conduct on all such captures. Hello, beautiful. First was an attempt at communication. How are we feeling? Do you have a name? Are you in pain?
Section Commander, you're too close!
Hi there. Lovely weather, don't you think? Are you hungry? That was close!
That's what I've been trying to tell you!
Sadly, my findings were consistent with all other past attempts. No communication with them seemed possible. That said, my time spent in intimate proximity to these creatures did indeed help me cope with the tediousness of day-to-day tasks. Once upon a time, many centuries ago now, there lived a vicious tribe of cannibals. You may think I'm speaking of your kind, but in fact, these cannibals were human. They would maraud unwary travelers near their cave. Their ruthless palate did not discriminate between merchant and clergyman, highborn or low. Valuables were taken, flesh feasted upon.
We gotta go through this again? Her naming scheme is so weird.
Yeah. What did she end up going with last time?
It was Chikatilo and Albert.
In the end, these cannibals subsisted on human meat for 25 years, give or take. Historians suspect they killed somewhere around 500 people during that time. That's probably more victims than the two of you have gorged on combined. To their credit, though, they perfected the art of preparing flesh. Steaks cut from hindquarter meat, leg meat diced and added to stew, belly fat ground into patties and fried, sausages made from blood clots and intestinal lining. In fact, one might even suggest they further the culinary arts. In that respect, they were distinct from you. Alas, this tribe of gormandizing cannibals were caught and executed by the providence of a single mistake. In that respect, you aren't so dissimilar. You both underestimated your quarry's resourcefulness and wound up captured, victims of your own appetite. In honor of the cannibal tribe's notorious leader, I'm going to christen you beauties accordingly. You'll be Sawney. You are Bean. No need to fret, though. I'm not going to publicly disembowel you or burn you at the stake. Pleasure to meet you, Sawney. Likewise, Bean. Let's be chums, huh? That's how I came to name the 7-meter Titan Bean and his grinning 4-meter companion, Sawney. The next step involved sensory deprivation, denying them sunlight. Observing as we do that Titans are less active in the nocturnal hours, we may extrapolate from this experiment that the sun is likely a key source of energy for them. Nevertheless, I discovered a profound difference between the two. Well done, Sawney. See you in the morning. Sweet dreams, you lug. Corroborating previous data, Sawney grew notably sluggish after only an hour's lack of sun. My, someone's certainly the night owl, huh? You're going to wear me out.